Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of our e-tail report. Headlines you may have missed from around the world, in the e-commerce world specifically. I'm not going to report on anything happening in the world outside of e-commerce because it's not what I do. I'm not a reporter. I have a friend that's a reporter. She's great at it. She actually was the quiet girl in school, and now she does the news, which is very interesting kind of shift, but good for her. She does great. I follow her on Twitter. She posts a lot of interesting tweets that are later going to be breaking news headlines, which is what I plan on doing here. Instead of tweets, though, I'm just going to tell you about it. Maybe you've heard of this, maybe you haven't. Either way, today you're going to learn something. Welcome to the e-tail report. Our first headline today is from Walmart. They have done really well so far in 2025. They've actually seen about 22% growth. I believe I saw a few reports saying that, which is very interesting because I had originally thought that Walmart's e-commerce run was maybe going to be a flash in a pan. I think that's the phrase. It was going to be something that just, okay, yeah, sure, let's shop on Walmart because it's cool, or let's shop on Walmart because we already go to Walmart. So they're not really losing or gaining customers. It's more so they're just sort of shifting the medium. But it's very interesting to see. And, again, I'm saying this as someone that actively supports an omni-channel expansion, that actively says, hey, listen, you should be on Walmart. Walmart's a great place for you to shop. I think it's important depending on your category, which is sort of the topic today in the headline. Not all products are fit for Walmart. No offense to Walmart. You're not going to buy a Rolex. You're not going to buy appliances. You're not going to buy higher end, higher priced items at Walmart because it has this sort of connotation of being cheap is not the right word, maybe more economical, I should be saying, but it has that reputation. You go to Walmart for great deals because things are less expensive there than, say, Target or really, unironically, even Amazon. You're going in store, you're getting it, you're picking it up. It's cheaper. That's what Walmart's thing is. They're now saying that they're really looking to. This is a headline from a website called Modern Retail and a few others. They're looking to redefine themselves to high income e-commerce shoppers. And the way they're going to do that is by adding in higher priced, more expensive items. I don't think any of the Walmart customers, the base that they've built up, I don't think they're going anywhere. It just seems weird that now Walmart is trying to say, hey, come to our store for higher price items. Again, it could work. I wouldn't be surprised if it worked. Again, they're Walmart, so they reasonably can do anything they want. It just seems odd. So if you need a new fridge that can also be a washer and dryer, go to Walmart. Check out Walmart.com. They probably sell those there now, and they will in the next couple of months as they're starting to roll out these changes. So TikTok, I don't know how recent this is. I somehow missed this. I'm not on TikTok, believe it or not, despite being an e-commerce person. I'm not on TikTok actively. I just like to manage the accounts for people's TikTok shops. I don't scroll. I don't doom scroll. But I missed this apparently that they're now doing uh, what's the word? Not pre-owned items. I couldn't think of that word. Pre-owned luxury items. It's sort of like a yard sale where people can. It's sort of actually what it really is like, which is the original online yard sale. It's sort of like eBay. They're essentially becoming eBay. TikTok is absorbing the eBay customers because they're selling pre-owned items and you can bid on them. It's only going to be these pre-owned um, luxury items. It's called live commerce and bidding. So they added this in July. It's now, I think it's also called a countdown bidding feature. It's just a live stream. So it's only for select sellers. So you have to be in the upper echelon of people. You can't just be any Joe Schmo selling things on TikTok. You have to be cool. You have to be in the know. You have to have, I'm sure, a certain amount of likes and sales and whatnot. TikTok probably hand selected these people. But they're adding live countdown bidding, which essentially is just live auctions. Again, it's like eBay. But they're doing it because, again, of the success of TikTok. I mean, a lot of high Amazon sellers, high-end Amazon sellers, these people that I guess they're trying to attract, have been saying that TikTok is the way to go in 2025. And people have been saying this for a long time, but now more and more people are saying that if you're not on TikTok, you're missing out on sales, you're missing out on the popularity of this incredibly popular platform. The other thing with TikTok that is kind of sad, to end on a sad note with TikTok here, is that they, despite their growth, despite all this popularity, despite all the bids they've received on their countdown bidding feature, they're laying people off. Um, that's kind of sad. I think there was a quote from one of the TikTok spokespeople that said they're adjusting parts um, to better align with strategic priorities. Yes, that is the quote. Okay, totally fine. The other part of that too is that there was a massive cybersecurity report in August that revealed a large-scale malicious campaign targeting TikTok Shop users with about 15,000 fake domains to steal credentials and distribute malware. So it feels like the strategic priorities should be protecting your people's data, especially because you got in this giant lawsuit with the government of the US about this exact thing. Um, so it feels a little weird. So TikTok is on the bit of a fence, but they did bring back eBay in a metaphorical sense. So it's something to consider on both ends of this. The other win some lose some argument here, which is interesting, is very interesting, honestly, is with Amazon. Uh, they're starting to build Elon Musk style, Tesla robot style, humanoid robots to get the sort of the last leg of delivery in. Um, They opened up a humanoid park testing facility, not super recent, but not too long ago either. They actually ended their Scout home delivery program, if you guys remember that one, in 2022. But now they're trying again with a more advanced approach at the whole humanoid robot delivering your product approach and method style, whatever you want to call it. They are supposedly testing these things in San Francisco. Not my favorite city ever. Sorry if you're from there. Um, I think that is where Full House is filmed, though, so that is a win. But they are they are trying again with these humanoid robots. They're trying to get them to better understand steps and parking driveways, and managing the doorways and dealing with, they call it, real world delivery challenges. I love my Amazon delivery drivers. Every time I say, "Hey, can you put this behind my screen door?" They do. I make sure to tell my Echo to tip my delivery drivers. I say, "Echo, thank my delivery driver," or "Alexa, thank my delivery driver." I hope you're listening to this video at full volume and your Alexa just heard that and did it. Takes no cost you no money. It just they tip the delivery drivers. Amazon does. Amazon is the they. Amazon tips the delivery drivers when you say, "Alexa, thank my driver." It's an amazing feature. I'm glad they added it. That was a while ago as well. I think 4 or 5 years now. But now I will never tip a robot. Why am I tipping a robot? The tipping culture has gotten out of control in the US that now we're at the point now where we're tipping humanoid robots that replaced my delivery drivers that I genuinely enjoy, and now I have to tip these robots? Insanity. On the topic of replacing humans with robots, Amazon also just announced, I believe in July, in the beginning of July, that they had deployed their 1 millionth robot across their logistics network. So if you remember, I talked about this a while ago, not on an e-tail report because that concept hadn't been invented yet by us, but on a similar podcast where I just talked about this with, I think, a logistics guest. They had been starting to roll these out where in the warehouses, so in the fulfillment centers, in the FBA warehouses, they're using a lot more robots to grab the products, make sure they're correct, essentially, again, replacing these humans. The worst part about this is not that they're replacing people. The worst part is that they're introducing new generative AI called Deep Fleet. Deep Fleet is a new AI system that's going to be essentially the traffic management system to coordinate all of the robots. So it has control of all of these robots. It's got control of them. It manages their traffic. It manages their role. It manages their duty. It manages their jobs. It's got control of all of them. Deep Fleet. AI system. They're gonna say it's gonna improve travel time by 10%. I already get things the same day, so unless I get it within 10 seconds of ordering it, I don't think an improvement there is worth it. But again, I could be wrong. I'm very blessed to live near a Amazon distribution center. And so I can get things pretty quickly if I order it in the morning, if I need it right away. If I don't need it right away, which is usually I have an ounce of patience, so I don't need it right away, I can usually wait, and it will come to me within a day or two. I have Prime. I pay for Prime, um, so I just don't. For someone in a rural area that maybe it takes, no matter even if you have Prime, maybe it takes 3 or 4 days to get there, and this will improve that. Amazing, amazing. I love when it benefits the people that need it the most. Um, and if they deliver it faster and at a lower cost, maybe, God forbid, but maybe, probably not. Maybe we will even see a decrease in FBA fees. Just saying, Amazon, if you are starting to use these people more, um, maybe FBA costs go down. I would rather FBA costs stay the same and people don't lose their jobs in America, in these American FBA warehouse factories, or anywhere really in Europe, in new Amazon Ireland. Shout out to my Irish people that watch the show. There's FBA warehouses there now. They're opening Amazon Ireland. I would like those people not to lose their jobs for robots, but if they are going to lose their jobs, charge us less. Charge us sellers less for the FBA fees. There's a quote from Amazon CEO Andy Jassy. I believe it's Jassy. I'm saying that right. I don't think there's any other way to say that. He says that AI will make all our teammates' jobs more enjoyable by freeing them from rote and repetitive tasks. This could be true. This also comes after a few of other comments from Jassy. Mr. Andy Jassy had some previous backlash, some previous criticism about AI and kind of the things that I'm talking about, of people saying, well, all these people are losing their jobs and our prices aren't going down. What's the point here? You have less overhead if you're firing a million people and replacing them all with robots. So why is our FBA fees the same, Andy? Why is our FBA fees the same? If you like the E-Tail Report, make sure to subscribe to our newsletter. You won't have to hear me talking, which is a big plus, and it's all the same information, but in written form, so you don't have to wonder when I'm going to get to a point. You just have to read it, and boom, there's all the information in there. This E-Tail show is headlines you missed from around the world, in the e-commerce world specifically again. So if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Stay updated on all of our episodes, not just the E-Tail Report, but the Velocity Sellers podcast and our new Velocity Sellers Showdown, where we get people to debate random topics, again, pertaining to e-commerce. So thank you all for watching. I am your host, Velocity Pete, and we will see you next week.